Hello everyone, I'm Kristel and Celemin from the Batangas State University, Alangilan Campus, taking Bachelor of Science in Information Technology from the section 2105. This video is all about the Packet Tracer of Chapter 6 entitled Packet Tracer Skills Integration Challenge. So, the first that we have here is the addressing table. So, the addressing table has a device, interface, IP address, subnet mask, and the default gateway. So, we have here the data, then the objectives. Finish the network documentation. Perform basic device configuration on a router and a switch. Verify connectivity and troubleshoot any issues. The scenario. Your network manager is impressed with your performance in your job as a LAN technician. She would like you to now demonstrate your ability to configure a router connecting two LANs. Your tasks include configuring basic settings on a router and the switch using the Cisco IOS. You will then verify your configuration as well as configuration on existing devices by testing end-to-end connectivity. So note, after completing this activity, you can choose to click the Reset Activity button to generate a new set of requirements. Variable aspects include devices, IP addressing schemes, and topology. So the requirements are the one that we will do here. So these are the requirements. So the first requirement is provide the missing information in the addressing table. So this one is the addressing table. So as we can see here that it doesn't have a default gateway. So the first thing that we will do is to put the default gateway for the manager A, reception A, manager B, and the reception B. So we will click the manager A, then the desktop, then this one. So the default gateway of this one is this one. So I use the gigabit Ethernet 0/0 because it is connected. So this one is the gigabit Ethernet 0/0 and this one is the gigabit Ethernet 0/1. So the manager A is connected to the gigabit Ethernet 0/0. That's why I use this one. So next is the reception A. So it is the same as the manager B. And then we'll now have the manager B. So in manager B, we will use the gigabit Ethernet 0/1. And the same as here in reception B. And then name the router floor 14 and the second switch room-146. We will not be able to access the room 145. This one we cannot access this. So we'll first is change the host name of this router into floor 14. So CLI and then enter. So enable and then config T. And then the host name. So the host name of this one is floor 14. Floor 14. And then it says here that the second switch room-146. So this one is for, then enter. Then enable and then config T. Config T and then the host name. So the host name for that is room 146, room 146. So as we can notice here that the name of the switch now is the room-146. So we will back to the router. So we'll do it first in the router. So use Cisco as the user exec password for all lines and use class as the privilege exec password. So I will use first the class. So that is enable secret, enable secret class. So that is the password. So it is already encrypted because it is secret. Then for the line, that is line console 0, and then the password Cisco. The password Cisco is not yet encrypted, so later we will encrypt this one. Then password, then login, and then the line VTY 0 space 15. 0 space 15 because we have a 16 port. So in programming, we count starting from 0. That's why it is 0 space 15. And then we will put the password again. The password again is the Cisco. And then log in. After we log in, we have now the password for the privilege exact password and user exact password for lines. Then we will now encrypt all plain text. A while ago, I said that the class password is already encrypted because it is secret. The password Cisco is not yet encrypted, so we will encrypt that. So the command for that is the service password encryption. So the next that we will do is configure an appropriate banner. So we'll put a banner here. So banner MOTD. So it is authorized person only. And then after we have a banner MOTD, so that is configure addressing for all devices according to the addressing table. So the router floor 14, we will now put IP address. So that is interface gigabit Ethernet 0/0. And then we will put the IP The IP address of the 0/0 is 128. 128.107.20.1. And then the subnet mask. And then the no shot. So this one is to save this configuration. And then the interface gigabit /1 is for the gigabit Ethernet 0/1. So the IP ad of this IP ad 128.107.30.1, and then the subnet mask. And then the no shot again to save our configuration. So after this one is we will save all this one. Next that we will do is the switch. We will put also the password, encrypt all plain text, and we will put the banner, and we will put the IP address and the default gateway also. So we already have the host name, so we have enable secret. So our password again is class, and then line console 0, and then the password Cisco, and then login, then the line BTY 015 again. It has a 16 parts again. Then we'll have the password again, password Cisco, and then login. So we have already the password. So what we will do now is to encrypt. So service password encryption. Then the banner MOTD, authorized person on. And then after that, we will put the IP address of the switch. Then the IP address of the switch room 146 is 128.107 dot 30.15. So correct, 128.107.30.15. Then the subnet mask. Mali! Then now we will put the IP address of this switch. So that is an interface VLAN 1. So this is the difference of the switch and then the router. So in router, we use interface gigabit Ethernet 0/1, and in switch we use interface gigabit interface VLAN 1. So next, then the IP address. The IP address is 128.107.30.15. Then the subnet mask, 255.0. And then the no shot to save this configuration. After this, we will exit. And then we will put a default gateway. The default gateway that we will use is the IP address of the gigabit Ethernet 0/1, because the room 146 or the switch room 146 is connected to the gigabit Ethernet 0/1. So we will put the default gateway space the 128.107.30.1. Enter. Then we will save all this configuration. So we are done putting. So verify connectivity between all devices. All devices should be able to ping any other devices. So we will ping first the manager A and the manager B. So we will see if the manager A and B has a connection. So we will ping it first. A command prompt, then ping, then the IP address of the manager B. So the IP address of the manager B is 128.107.30.1. 107.30.25. So we only got 3 replies, so we can repeat this one. So there you go. So we have now 4 replies. It means that the manager A and the manager B has a connection. Then in manager A, we will ping the reception B. Using the manager A again, we will see if it has a connection with the reception B. So ping the IP address of reception B, 128.107.30.30. So let's wait for the reply. Kuya! Video. Okay. So it seems that the reception B has an error. So we will do the troubleshoot and document any issues. So let's see if the reception B has a. So we'll see the IP address of this one is so here. Their IP address is different. So the 128.107-20. So it must be 30. So that is the error. So we will try again to ping the manager A and the reception B. So we will repeat the configuration. So let's wait for the reply. So we only got 3 replies, so we will repeat again. So now we have 4 replies. It means that the manager A and the reception B has already a connection. So we will use the reception A. The reception A, we will ping the manager B. The IP address of manager B is 128.107.30.30. So it has also 4 replies. It means that they have a connection. Then we will ping the reception B. And then the ping 128.107.30.30. So the manager B, so we will ping. A while ago we pinged the reception B, then the manager B is 128. Ping 128.107.30.25. So correct. So the reception A has a connection with the manager B. So I conclude here that the manager A has a connection to this 2 PC, and this one has a connection for this 2 PC. This one has a connection for this 2 PC, and this one has a connection with this 2 PC. So we can check also the result of this activity. So it says here that check result. then assessment items. So we can see here that it is all correct. So that's all for this video. Thank you for watching.